Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Scarlet Destiny here with another video for Online Obsession. As most of you know that you've seen my last video, I had to cut it in half because my computer does not like to have things edited if they're longer than like 30 minutes. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe and check the link down below. And yeah, let's get to it. This game is so cute. Also, I only read a little bit of the disclaimers on the download page at Itch.io, which, by the way, I will leave this link down below. December 21st. Oh, so we don't get to play the game? No gameception? The biting chill of the air forces you to zip up your jacket as you step out of the bus. It took only a few stops to get to the center, as the studio you live in is not that far from you. You were lucky enough to snatch an apartment that was in close proximity of your university. You look up at the all-consuming darkness in the sky, gentle snow nonchalantly falling from the above. You and Addie agreed to meet at the local diner, and, since he still had to finish some business earlier in the day, you chose evening as the time. Thanks to the approaching middle of winter, it's not even that late, but the sky is already pitch black, making the falling snow resembling falling stars. You look around the street, trying to plan your route to the diner while simultaneously avoiding the reckless traffic and huge snowdrifts piled up on the sidewalk. If only they took better care of plowing in Minnesota. We're in Minnesota? Whatever. Don't clip that. You sigh and shake your head in defeat before turning your attention to the people filling the streets. The center is always lively, but it feels even busier today as people flood the stores in search of socks, gift cards, and useless trinkets in preparation for Christmas. All of the things that will inevitably end up forgotten somewhere in a dark closet. You finally manage to outline the way in your mind, and without standing around in the cold any further, hastily walking to the diner, radiating warm yellow light in the distance. You look at the people passing by, struggling to not seem nosy while trying to find the familiar figure. You've never seen Addie's face, but he has shown you a picture of himself with the head blurred out before. Though he tried to hide most of his features, the one thing you could tell for sure is that your friend possessed short hair dyed red. I used to have hair dyed red. I loved my red hair. I loved it to bits and pieces. I need to go back to my hairdresser because she is literally amazing. Oh my god, I miss my red hair. Fuck. Which alone should make him stand out from the crowd. The fact is proving to be somewhat useless right now, though, as your surroundings are practically drowning in quickly passing red colors. Newly bought Christmas gifts, crimson winter coats, and flashing taillights of cars are all turning your view into a blurred kaleidoscope of red. You rapidly blink to steady your focus before a smudge of something dark catches your attention. Like a drop of fresh blood, the darker color stands out from the mix of vivid red shapes. You step closer to look at it before your breath hitches. Oh my god. I'm excited. Hello? Hey, baddie. Sorry. We're live, sorry. Whoa, hold on. The first thing you involuntarily notice is the sheer amount of scars covering the man's face. A couple of fresh band-aids, sloppily sticked in some places, to evidently try and hide some of them. All to no avail. A thin line of smoke coming from a cigarette in his scarred mouth wavers in the cold evening wind, bringing your attention to the countless piercings on the man's ears. The only thing that could probably compete with his scars in the amount. He stands out like a sore thumb amidst the cheery Christmas scenery of the city center. One part of your brain can't comprehend the man's existence. It tells you that his presence is wrong, like he's not supposed to be here. You can feel a lump rise in your throat as his dark eyes flicker to look at you. Oh, hi. Having been caught, a sense of shame burns through your chest, but you can't look away. His eyes glint in the light coming from the diner as he slowly looks over you. His eyes stop at your own, and just for a split second, you lock gazes. You can't quite articulate the feeling this stranger's gaze creates in you. In a way, it makes you uncomfortable. Feel almost small and insignificant. And all you want to do is get away from the encounter as fast as possible. On the other hand, though, it's almost hypnotic and somehow makes you want to stand here and consume each other purely with eyes and nothing else. You slightly squeeze your hands, trying to get back to reality. Wait, red hair! Addisern? Oh, you finally recognized me? Took you a minute. You should have said something. Well, of course, I've never seen your face before. Phew, for a second I was worried I was staring at a stranger. Well, of course, I've never seen your face before. In fact, I'd say I was at a marginal disadvantage here. You cross your arms and pretentiously pout as best as your limited acting skills allow you to. Should have shown me pictures of you when I asked. Stumped, Addisern emptily blinks for a moment, before letting out a distinct chuckle. You're not wrong. Though I suppose you won't need it now. The man in front of you makes almost a comical gesture, spreading his arms out to the side. Any first impressions on something you wanted to see for so long? It's nice to finally know what you look like. I won't be able to forget such a pretty face. Now I'll recognize you in a second, and definitely not something I expected. Let's see. Now I'll be able to recognize you in a second. As if not expecting such boldness coming from you in real life, Addisern's grin turns into an expression of surprise before his scars wrinkle as a smile returns to his lips once again. Does that mean I'm unforgettable, or is my appearance just such an eyesore? Smiling to yourself, you playfully roll your eyes. Your worries start to fade away, after all. It really is your good old Addisern. However you wish to interpret it, bozo. Your friend just shakes his head with a smile. Addisern then turns toward the diner and looks it up and down as he takes a long drag of his cigarette. It looks nice. And it looks even nicer inside. Well, you ready to head in then? You bet I am. After extinguishing his cigarette and throwing it into the nearest trash can, he opens the door of the diner and holds it for you. You give him a grateful nod and step into the building. The bright establishment welcomes you with a pleasant warmth, and appetizing smells come from within. Sighing, you can feel the blood slowly flowing to your cheeks as the contrast between the cold outside and the warmth inside kicks in. The evening atmosphere in the diner is delightful. Surprisingly, compared to the busy street, it's not all that crowded inside. The soft pop music plays in the background, blends with the quiet chattering of a few people inside, adding to the pleasant ambience. You instinctively smile, happy to see your favorite diner stay lively even in the evening. It was your idea to come here. It's the place you always go to with friends, or sometimes even alone if you're in need of a warm meal that will generally satiate your hunger and won't simultaneously drain your wallet. If Addisern needed to see just one thing in this city, it would with absolute certainty be this diner. You look around and happily note that your favorite seats near a window have not been taken. Hey Addisern, let's sit here. He nods, and you both move to the window table. An inept waitress hastily comes towards you with a couple of menus, and after plopping them down on the table, patiently straightens up, a small notebook and pen in her hands. Addison quickly looks over the menu without much interest, and then switches his gaze to you. Since you frequent this place, got any suggestions? You don't even remember telling him about how often you come here. You can't shut up at all when it comes to talking to him, huh? But never mind that. With a rising feeling of upper hand in the situation, you feel a need to impress him with your choice. You quickly glance over the menu. We're gonna have to choose, huh? Kids menu, cheeseburger, pancakes, and milkshake. You know, I would personally go with pancakes. One thing the diners never fail at are pancakes. You just haven't been to gas station diners on the way to this city. Fair enough. These ones are good, though. They put honey and stuff in between them, too. You can choose the toppings and such as well. They make them extra fluffy here. Addison chuckles at your excitement. I trust your judgment, Scarlet. Should we settle with pancakes then? Relieved that Addison seems happy with your choice, you nod. You both order the same thing, and after hastily writing the order in her small notebook, the waitress scurries off. After following her to the kitchen door with his gaze, Addison then turns towards you. You involuntarily look at your friend over again, as if almost studying his silhouette. You've never really met people you talk to online in real life, but you've always been curious to see what your best friend was like in person. I remember the very first time I ever met an online friend, and that was like, God, like a decade, like over a decade ago for sure. That was a really long time ago. I think I was still in middle school, which is wild. And my parents weren't there for it. So I could have easily have just been like yoinked, but nope. He notices you staring and raises his eyebrows. Checking me out, doll? Okay. Okay, bro. Alright, bro. Notice something yet? No, it's nothing. You're so handsome in real life. Your scars fit you well. Your hair looks even better in person. Here's the deal. When I play these games, I go big or I go home. But this time, I really want to try to be normal, because I'm not by my lonesome, and I am, in fact, recording a video for YouTube. Hey guys! How are you doing? I don't know if this is gonna be like insulting, because maybe it won't. Maybe, I don't know. Your hair looks, it's between your scars fit you well and your hair looks better in person. Should I ask Google? No. Fuck. Here's something about me. I'm extremely indecisive, so sometimes my choices are based off of what a fucking flip coin does. Cause I struggle to make my own decisions sometimes. And you might be thinking, Scarlet, you're in your 20s. How is that possible? Fear. Okay? I live in constant fear. Always. So... Cool. Alright, your scars fit you well. Your hair looks even better in person. You know what? We'll play it safe. Your hair looks even better in person. You throw a quick glance at his hair before folding your arms in front of you. I always thought your hairstyle was really nice, ever since you sent me that one blurred picture of yourself. To be honest, it was the one thing I was on the lookout for when waiting for you. But it looks even better in real life. As if taken by surprise, Addison blankly blinks with his mouth half open before snapping out of it and rubbing the back of his neck, seeming flattered. You really think so? Yeah. Thanks. I style it myself. Seriously? You even dye it yourself? Well, yeah. Had to bleach it first, too. Dude, the bleaching process takes forever. Bro, that's some skill. It looks way too even to be self-dyed. Nemo tried to bleach their hair themselves once, but it looked more like orange. Piss than anything. Addison covers his scarred mouth with his even more scarred hand as he laughs at your last word. They probably had to apply toner to neutralize the color afterwards. Oh! Look who sounds all professional. Dude, is there anything you're not good at? You're like a pro playing Strawberry Paws. I'm not even the top 300 SP players. You're good at computer stuff. Pretty basic for a comp sci major. Oh! And you're good at hairstyling? That's a pretty scarce list, Scarlet. Well, I'm not good at taking pictures of myself at the very least. True that. Just don't ever use the front camera. It got that fish lens that warps your face. Good advice. You get interrupted by the waitress who, you have to admit, a little clumsily sets the dishes down in front of you. Oh hey, that was fast. They probably have some stuff prepared beforehand. The convenient part of having a small menu. Well, let's see how that small menu holds up. You both almost simultaneously dig into the food, and just as you expect from your favorite place, it tastes nothing short of delightful. But now you're worried if Addison shares your opinion, and trying not to look too prying, glance at him. After taking a bite, he briefly closes his eyes before the corners of his mouth spread into a smile, and he reassuringly nods at you. That's actually really good. I know, right? And it's cheap, too. I see why you come here so often now. It would simply be criminal of me not to. Couldn't agree more. Thinking it's a good opportunity, you feel prompted to keep your conversation going. You talk about him, talk about yourself. See, here's the thing. I know that this is a horror game, and I know that this is also... I don't know, actually. I'm presuming that this is a yandere game, because that's most of what I have been playing lately. And I don't know how I can stomach it, but I can, and it's really good. This actually probably has the best writing that I've ever seen in a visual novel, because I've played quite a few. Talk about yourself, talk about him. I think he'd want to hear about me, right? But then again, me personally, I don't like to talk about myself. I'm gonna go with what I would do, which is talk about him. Specifically, ask further about his hairstyling hobby, question mark? Did I miss something? Oh no, my completionist is not liking that. Ask him about the doll on second thought. Oh, ask him about the doll. Hey, when did you learn how to do it? He raises his eyebrows at your question. Do what? So, the Strawberry Paws doll you made for me looks so good that if you told me it was professionally made, I'd believe you in a heartbeat. How did you even manage to? Well, it took a lot of DreamTube tutorials. And a lot, and I mean a lot, of trial and error. Wait, don't tell me it. Did you have to make those sock dolls to practice? I almost did. That doesn't sound too convincing. I'll let your imagination do the work. But seriously, thank you again, it really means a lot. Anything for you, Snowflake. To your great relief, Addison seems to open up to you, finally reassured that this meeting wasn't a mistake. Are able to get chatty with your online, or, well, not so online anymore, friend. You get so deep into conversation that you lose track of time. It really does feel like you're talking to your best friend that you've known for many years. Someone who understands you just from half words. Addison glances at the time on his phone. Oh, it's already past 7:30. Wait, really? I didn't even notice how time went by. God. Am I that entertainable? Don't get too full of yourself now, dope. Who even says dope anymore? Not the point. Shall we go soon then? Yep. Just let me take a photo of the food real quick before we finish. Addison questioningly raises his eyebrows. Gotta have a picture for its grave, you know? Before it dies in my belly. Your friend's eyes melt into half moons as he chuckles out. That was so very considerate of you. I know, I'm so benevolent. Now, don't get scared. I got my flash on. You point your camera at the food and... You ask for a check, and Addisern, without even asking you, promptly pays himself. Baffled, you start scolding him, but his stubbornness doesn't let any of it reach his ears. That's how I am. Finally, you step outside. The contrasting cold air envelops your body, reminding you that it's the middle of winter. The fact that you almost managed to forget after being in the warmth of the diner for so long. You watch as your breath forms little clouds of steam that dissolve in the air just seconds later. Behind you, Addisern lights up a cigarette and firmly leans against the diner wall, glancing in your direction. Suddenly, colorful, flickering lights come from across the street, catch your attention. You turn around and give Addisern a plodding smile. Say, Addie, you didn't really have time to explore the city all that much, did you? Not really. What are you getting at? The corners of your mouth spread into a smirk as you nod towards the crosswalk. Follow me. Addisern's eyebrows raise in confusion before he hesitantly throws his cigarette away and slowly starts following you. Once you make it across the street, the lights become brighter, and you start hearing muffled music mixed with loud chatter of dozens of people. When you finally make it around the buildings, standing in the way, you end up at the small edge of a square. Oh. Harbored by the surrounding apartment buildings, there lies a small festive market, brightly illuminated by numerous Christmas lights. Oh my goodness. Small crowds of warmly dressed people unhurriedly stroll around, their happy laughter filling the square. As you look around, your eyes unwillingly wander from one corner to another, a myriad of goods set up at the stalls catching your attention one by one. Involuntarily smiling, you take a deep breath, taking in all the pleasant smells coming from you at every direction. There is a scent of hot chocolate, complemented by hints of fresh citrus, sugary fragrance of warm pastry, and subtle smell of pine reigning in the air. The combination makes you feel warm. With the smile still playing on your lips, you steal a glance at Addisern standing beside you. His scars almost seem to disappear as the light beams into his face, the glimmering of garlands reflecting in his dark eyes. Seemingly at a loss for words, Addie dumbfoundedly blinks at his surroundings before switching his gaze to you. It's very pretty. As pretty as you are, right? I love it. Wait until you see the summer market. As pretty as you are. We'll flirt a little bit. Because this is one of those games after all. Just as pretty as you are. Addisern loudly breathes in, clearly surprised by your sudden remark. After just a split second, he lets out an unfeigned chuckle, covering his face up with one of his hands. Don't lie, Scarlet. You're the pretty one here. You quietly giggle at his reaction. They set up this small Christmas market every year. Oh! Hello. Some stuff might be overpriced, but there are some free things to do too. Let's check it out then. Not hesitating, you turn around and nod in the direction of the nearest stalls, wordlessly inviting Addisern to join you. Before you can even properly make it to the first one, though, a middle-aged lady with a striped apron suddenly pops out of seemingly nowhere, her wrinkled face beaming. Cheerily exclaiming, "Welcome to the fair!" she quickly shoves something into both you and Addisern's hands before hastily scurrying off to greet the newcomers behind you. You look down at your hands to see a warm, steaming paper cup full of cocoa? Puzzled, you exchange glances with Addie before both of you burst into laughter, taken off guard by the sudden encounter. Still giggling to yourself, you start walking along the stalls, slowly drinking cocoa. That's maybe a bit too sweet for your taste, from the paper cup at the same time. As you do, you can't help but point out different items showcased on the tables, excitedly tugging Addie's sleeve to get his attention to show them to him as well. He somehow always finds it something witty to say about every one of them, making you laugh each time. Suddenly, Addisern stops in his tracks. Oh hey, am I blind or is that game Starblitz themed? Huh? Where? He chuckles at your excitement as he points to the stall behind you. Almost tripping, you quickly turn around, rapidly scanning the stall with your eyes. Indeed, you see a pile of pink cards scattered around the table, the famous Star Blitz logo printed on the back of each one of them. Oh my god, Addie, we have to play this one! The person in charge of the stall notices you and Addison and comes closer, nodding in the direction of the table. They explain that it's a promotional stall for Star Blitz, and you can get a free keychain if you win. As you look over the prizes humbly placed at the edge of the table, a thought occurs to you. Addie has already paid for you at the diner, and his gift for you came in first, too. So, why not win something for him? That's the least you could do to repay his stubborn self at this point. You eagerly nod at the offer, and the person in charge immediately starts assembling the cards. Oh, you're gonna play, Scarlet? Not just playing. I'm gonna win. Because I'm a winner. Addison's lips curl in a grin. Show them what you got, Snowflake. Alright, word. I'm locking in. I can do this. Lickety split. Memory game with Cinderella. Okay. I don't need the tutorial. Greetings, my name is Cinderella. Welcome to the memory game. Before playing, please go through this quick tutorial. I will be your guide and help you along, okay? In this game, you will be given a certain amount of cards that you will have to find a match for. To turn a card, simply click on it and then find its match. Once you do, both cards will disappear. Okay. You need to complete 3 rounds. Each time will be more difficult than the last. Okay. I can do this. Okay. Perfect. Oh. Nice. You win. All right. Second round. Okay. That one's there. Okay. Nope. Okay. All right. Oh. Oh wait, isn't that? Yeah. Nice. You win. Okay. Sorry, I'm locking in. I'm locking in. Okay. Nice. I did it. Addie lets out a laugh behind you. I knew you could do it, Scarlet. The vendor points at the keychains you can choose from. With your heart thumping in rising excitement from the thrill of winning, you lean over the table, looking over your options. Okay. A wolf keychain. Oh, there's a cat one. It's so cute. A wolf one. Doesn't it kind of look like Addison? Oh, and Strawberry Paws. You think you already have that one from winning a claw machine. Which one should you pick, though? My heart really wants to pick the cat. I'm gonna pick the cat. Yeah. You quickly grab the cat keychain and not hesitating, stretch your hand with it towards Addison. He looks down at the keychain and then back at you in confusion. For you. You shake your head as he opens his mouth, seemingly ready to protest. It was free and it's my prize, so I choose what to do with it. And I'm choosing to give it to you. Addison's eyes dart from the keychain cradled in your hand to your face, his expression soaked in hesitation. Finally, he sighs in defeat and stretches his own hand to accept the gift. With a triumphant smile plastered on your face, you put the keychain into his hand, folding his fingers with your other hand, his skin feeling rough and warm against yours. Addison brings the keychain close to his face and looks it over. Isn't this one super cute? His mouth half open, Addison stares at the keychain before he starts talking, his eyes still glued to the object in his hand. It reminds me of something. What? Do you not like it? Curiously examining Addie's face, you tilt your head to the side. Reminds you of what? You stay silent for a couple of seconds before nonchalantly shrugging. I'm not sure. It is very cute indeed, though. I love cats. Oh, so you do like it. I will make sure to remember. Addison carefully puts the keychain into his pocket before giving you another smile. This time it's full of warmth. Thank you, Scarlet. I will treasure it. You return his smile. Of course, Addie. You continue walking around the market, and each stall you pass leaving you with an overwhelming amount of free cookies and candy that at some point you have to shove into your pockets from being unable to eat it all. Not to mention that Addison casually gives you all of his sweets, too. Suddenly, Addie's attention gets caught by something right behind you. His smile transforms into a playful grin. I guess it's my turn to get stuff for you now, huh? What do you mean? He doesn't answer, instead slowly making his way to whatever's behind you. Finally, you turn around. It turns out to be a small stall selling all kinds of merchandise, hanging from cheap Christmas ornaments to badly printed anime bags. It's mostly surrounded by kids looking through boxes with pins, stickers, and other trinkets. For a second, you feel an urge to join them, desperately wanting to multiply your Starblitz collection, but quickly remember that now is not the place and time. Addison stops right next to the array of different hairbands and then turns to you with the same playful glint in his eyes, something you're already getting happily used to. Let me guess. You want me to wear one? Bingo. Then I'll also get one for you. Addison looks almost astonished as you say that. Huh? All fair and square, am I right? But you already got a keychain for me. Yeah? And you paid for dinner. Addison quirks an eyebrow, clearly not satisfied with this exchange. Okay, I have an idea. RPS. Reactor Protective System? Rock, paper, scissors, silly. I win. I pick a hairband for you. You win. You pick one for me. He breathes out, clearly defeated by your mischievous smile. Alright, bring it on, doll. You and Addison step off to the side and align your right hands in preparation. Oh. We'll go with, scissors. Okay. I'll go scissors again. Oh. Scissors again? Ah, okay. Rock. You win. Ha! I won. No way. Hey, no takesies backsies, remember? Wasn't it you who said all that stuff about being a man of his word yesterday? I was. Then you're obligated to do this. But, Addison? Obligated. Addison shuts his eyes as he sighs in defeat. Okay, fine. But only as long as we're here. Not a second more. Works for me? With readiness, you excitedly run towards the stall, looking over the various options you can torture Addison with. You narrow down your choice to the 3 bands in front of you with a satisfied hum. Cat, cow, wolf. No hesitation, by the way. You quickly paid for the hairband, trying your best to hide your pick from Addison. When you came back, Addison has already managed to stuff himself in a corner, seemingly to avoid trying to avoid the waves of people strolling through the market. You use the opportunity to whip out the hairband and quickly put it on Addison's head. There you go. Addison raises his hands to carefully feel the hairband before his eyes widen. A wolf? Ding ding ding! 10 points to Addison. Wait. Why do you look like one of those alpha wolf wannabes on DreamTube? I do not. Oh, come on. Don't you just feel the urge to write a whole fan fiction about the power of your pheromones? No way. Can't you feel the desire to take half-naked photos with wolf filters and post them with cringy descriptions? I would not do this even if you gave me 10 bucks. What about 20? Don't tell me you're actually considering it. You know what they say, $20 is $20. $20 is $20, bro! You and Addison joke around for a bit more before continuing your stroll through the market. You can't help but admit that he's much better at teasing you than you are teasing him. You lost track of time, enjoying Addie's company a bit too much, and before you know it, you realize the amount of people around you is significantly smaller compared to when you came here, and some vendors are already starting to close their stalls. When you stop near a trash can for Addison to smoke. Addison, oh, hey, I mispronounced that. You check your phone to see the time and, with rising disappointment, turn to him. It's already getting late. Should we wrap it up for today? He pauses for a second to take a long drag of his cigarette, looking you up and down as he does. Yeah, I suppose. He gently takes off his hairband, but continues to casually hang on to it. Oh, I was hoping you'd keep it on for a bit longer. How much longer? Well, forever? No way. You shrug your shoulders as you chuckle. All of a sudden, the reality sets in. You really are standing in front of him. Though he is, or was, just your online friend, you've dreamt of this moment for literal months. You'll admit it, you were pretty worried about meeting him in person. But nothing would have been able to convince you that it would go this well. You cross your arms and lean back on one foot, smiling at your friend. Today was so nice. I'm happy we've met, Addison. To be honest, I was a bit skeptical about meeting an online friend in real life, but I'm glad you're still the same good old Addie I know. Addison breathes out with a smile and shrugs. Well, I'm glad I didn't disappoint. Not a bit. And we should also definitely meet again once I come back from visiting my family. For sure. See you next time then? Of course. Preparing to leave, you zip up your jacket and give Addison one last smile. He returns it with one of his own. Aww. Yet a smile full of already familiar warmth. Walking away, you watch Addie over your shoulder as he waves you goodbye. His silhouette is slowly engulfed by the endless snowflakes that dance through the air, swirling around his ever-fading figure. Before Addison completely vanishes from sight, you teasingly stick your tongue out at him, then quickly turn to face the snow-covered sidewalk in front of you. With a skip in your step, you cheerily turn to walk the familiar route through the narrow back alley that you usually use as a shortcut to the bus stop. After glancing at your phone, you make sure that you still have plenty of time until the next bus arrives and unhurriedly slow down, enjoying the chilly winter evening. The back alley blocks out all lights coming from the main street, which allows you to fully witness the subtle beauty of snow falling from the pitch-black sky. You slowly stop and face the above, trying to focus your eyes on each individual snowflake, but ultimately failing as they hurry to land and be a part of the massive piles of snow on the ground. One of the larger ones land on your face and immediately melts into a drop of water, that then hastily rolls down your cheek, as if realizing it's ended up in the wrong place. You smile to yourself, remembering how Addison loves to teasingly call you, despite all your protesting, Snowflake. Huh? Oh? see a white cat expectantly looking up with you with its obscure wide eyes. Its fur surprisingly clean despite the weather. Only a few visible snowflakes sticking to the animal's white sides. What are you doing here, little guy? Did you get lost? The cat waves its tail from side to side, still intently looking at your face with an eerie sense of purpose. It's so cute, though. You feel a sudden urge to pet it. You want to pet it. Pet it! Pet the cat! Pet the kitty! Oh! I give it little pets! You reach down to gently pet the cat as it slowly stretches its head towards your hand and softly rubs itself against it. Maybe this cat really is lost. Its fur is in fairly good state, not to mention that it doesn't look underfed either. Maybe you should take it home and see if you can find its owners. Take it home! What do you think, little one? Would you mind staying with me for a bit? You give the cat a soft smile. There's someone I know who would definitely like to meet you. Uh-oh. Huh? Oh! Okay. I cherish tenderly the promise of my love. Hey, I didn't like that, actually. Deep down inside my tangled, rotting veins. Whoa. My bones start breathing every time you laugh. Those eyes of yours wake up my tired remains that densely cover my pulsating bruised skin. And ache each time I hear your fragile voice. My head gets full of things I don't mean. I really wish I had at least one choice. Huh? That's it? Wishlist now? Hello? Okay. Well, I guess that's it. So that was pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoyed the videos, and, was that him laughing? Oh my god, I have so many questions. Okay. This was really cool. I really liked this. And I'm sure that there's definitely more. And if you guys want me to do more of this, just with different answers and different routes, then let me know in the comments below. I really enjoyed this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, let me know what you guys think, and if you guys have any more novels like this that you like and want me to play and want to watch me play, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Check the link below for the game. I will link it, and I also have my Discord down there, as well as my Twitch, so make sure to go follow my Twitch and join the Discord if you're over 18. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a good day.